Welcome to Second Generation IT Group.
Hello, my name is Ferdinand Samoa, Director of Second Generation IT Group.
We've been in business for the past 5 years, and we have a lot of clients who have come through the school and they're doing pretty well.
We offer 18 weeks of cyber course, which runs for every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And people ask, why Second Generation IT Group? Yeah, we offer different courses in cyber. Cyber is kind of big, so we offer risk management, we offer FISCOM, we offer cloud computing, we offer pen testing, and we also offer Splunk. Courses are offered virtually. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can just join the course without any. It's very convenient for everybody. You can reach us on our social media. You can reach us on Facebook, you can reach us on Instagram, and you can also reach us on our website, which is secondgenerationitgroup.llc.com.
The company that provides beyond excellence.
Are you a Ghanaian living abroad and are you having problems running errands in Ghana? Don't worry anymore. Smartphone is a mobile app that enables you to run errands in Ghana in a safe, affordable, and fast way. Our services are caring and assistance services. We'll visit your elderly relatives and connect them to needed health care. Errand services will buy and send groceries, birthday cakes, supplies to homes, offices, and schools. Confirmation services will provide third-party confirmation video for contractors' work, and personal representation services will represent you at functions such as funerals and marriages. Download the Smartphone app on Google and iOS stores and enjoy the convenience of running errands in Ghana at your fingertips. Smartphone, send your love home.
Hi there, my name is Calipos, the only boss with one S. Happy new month to all of you. Welcome to a month of new possibilities. Do you know why life has been made so easy? It's because of TapTapSend. People, TapTapSend is here to make your life easy if you want to transfer money to Ghana. If you want to transfer from USA, if you want to transfer from UK, Europe, Canada, a lot of places all to Ghana. And guess what? When it comes to Ghana, there's no e-levy charge. So, what are you waiting for? Download TapTapSend on Google Play Store and App Store and be ready for exciting offers coming your way each time, every time on TapTapSend.
TapTapSend. Send more, spend less.
All right, time aso. Mama kwa about SBTV Africa. So, on him saying Friday. Thank God today is Friday. And Friday 5:30. Time na pound kakrebi na mufanche mama exactly 5:30. And I'm a lawyer. I'm about to drink komo SBTV Africa. So one morning say every Fridays biano or be joining from 5:30 to 7. And I'm a lawyer. I'm about to share. Nyama bebre wa say you be share on what grounds sir? Ubetimi one person can claim asylum in UK. And then you about to share. To try me and you streaming on Facebook. You streaming on Facebook, so internet both live YouTube ni Facebook. Mama share on Facebook, no. I'm saying that there. Ya branch out more, but they be no YouTube inti. Mumba subscribe to your YouTube channel. And SBTV Africa fans, so you do be say them say yeah benya you nam 200 and something K subscribers. By a target to see into 500K subscribers. By enra ni ensa kan tama yenya 100K subscribers no. It's a kind of plaque award for YouTube for Achemu. I said about 2 years ago, going 100K about 2 years ago. But anyone else kind no problem. And the Damunina say, may a presentation, mamu. I and a mobile who and a madam was said, and we believe in SBTV Africa, Munkos and Namunta SBTV Africa. More subscribe and me say, me party and Ukrainian medium, no American. Me show me back, I'm saying one day, me bet them. I'm subscribe and be 50%. No more subscribe 50%. If 50%, then they stop you from subscribing. Is it like say you know some mail? Sometimes no. Well, it's been kind of brave. But I know say I can cry no. You bedru I can cry can you say Sa back na me hu yin de bia me hu no. Me say eh sa subscribers we sa dom we nyina o no mo subscribe ye dia. And ye bend okay so and then pese me chire kakra. And I'm pese me de chire kakra. So I don't know. So I mean, dane me ho na mo be hu a. We there is me twa chire mo screen so. So it says that yeah back in the chair say camera no be hu ni. Okay, yeah, me can I'll say watch time for subscribers. Minim to mo be hu I'll say oh okay. I'll say another minute chire no mo hu ye. They be me can man for say mo subscribers no. I'll say subscribe here 50.4% any and I may share mo be hu. And are not subscribed 49.6%. It is our 49.6% in subscribing and kind of 500k. No kind of market but I don't know people watch on say be subscribe on scan as a BBC but also subscribe here and my channel no app it mean advert near there so views na and more revenue subscribe it's more intentionally say oh me subscribe here my don't know I don't know but I brought for the almost support you na end here anyway I go straight lawyer the more I call about SBT Africa so called the ultimate guy
Metro nkapa na unzo temenka.
nah me say metro kapa na the background is different not just why you them the show background now a different crowd not just why you them
Oh me we are see.
Meaning so we are say but who say
Oh me share get to be my share get to be kakra.
okay anyway lawyer na me ma kwa ba yesi na hwe sana nipa ye be ga obi du ye ga na fo idie ye di eduro e o UK nyesa
Yes pepe.
ye be di eduro ti grounds ben na obetimi afa so obetimi di eduro e o UK nyesa
Yes
e bia metu kwa medu airport medu UK airport am so me di eduro me mba Ghana biom e den na me ya metimi di eduro ana
And one year.
okay and it's here for mun join na mun share catch on now for about mini lawyer what questions be able to be there about screen so type of questions and now also your voice note to send a voice to ultimate type a voice note but the number number 2 screen is short na wankasa now it be my lawyer akwa lawyer wisdom akao wise smart solicitors or UK London or Dusty Market McDonald's bi or Shesa Kona nice office pa. Lawyer tio ya mo akoba yenko.
Yo, me da see it's here for so yamamu akwaba. DJ minim so I the all the necessary greetings needed are into it. The American strain. Somehow, baby, I'm wanting to say my connectivity now. I hope it to be stable, but may I have to use another device until I hope it to be stable.
Oh, you stable pa. Chale abroche the internet in feli sa you. So
Yo, that's it. Yo, and then you see about asylum. So obi ever do UK hana opeso di asylum. Obi to me first look lawyer. Maba many yere many kuno many she minso mempesa mesan I go back to Africa and see me pesa me claim asylum. Ediana me now there are requirements. Upeso claim asylum. There are requirements, and yet set upeso tina broche into na upese asylum. Set upese uji asylum. There must be a reason. In other words, you must be afraid of returning back to Ukrom. Actually, say Usanko Ukromwa, you fear of being persecuted. And nothing that will person who claim asylum now. In other words, sir, Usanko Ukromwa, you would end up being killed or being tortured, or there must be a specific reason why you want to stay in the UK or away from your country. Now, first of all, you must have left your country. Nti ese ukra ufisu die. Ese ufisa akronom. Nti won't na Ghana and claim asylum in any other country. So you must apply for asylum if you want to stay in the UK as a refugee. In other words, you so who UK in any other country, doesn't matter which country you are in, but UK na yeah can. So person now as a refugee, sana as I said, we are. Now to be eligible, you must have left your country and be unable to go back because you fear persecution. So usankwa, you will be persecuted. And unti upese utna ukrom, upese utna UK. Now you don't want to go back to your country. That is it.
I think say lawyer can say ono nkasa beginning no can say the network na no maybe o no but me say me say can be o me ne beto so okay lawyer ba yanko straight.
Yo, thank you.
Yanko.
I'm sorry about that. Yes. Now, there must be different requirements for before you can. You must meet different requirements and sign with me claiming asylum. To measure the what would make you eligible for a claiming asylum, you must be eligible to claim asylum. There are few things. Number one, because of your race, and if you're a Ghanaian and another country, and you are being, you are being not being treated well, and you want to come to the UK, or you've come to the UK, and your race, and you are a black, you are a colored person, and another country because of you are being persecuted. Your race. So R stands for race. Because of your race, that is why you are being persecuted, or you fear that when you go back, you'll be persecuted. And you're one. Until you want to mean your Ghana name, over Ghana. Now, I say you want to seek asylum in the UK because of your race. They Ghana, we are all Ghanaians. We are all of the same color. We are all of the same skin color. And you cannot rely on race to claim asylum. If you are from Ghana, you cannot rely on race to claim asylum. That is not true. Especially if you are from Ghana to the UK straight, you can't. But if you are a Ghanaian in another country and you are being persecuted because of your race in that country, then you can claim asylum in the UK. If you're able to leave that country to Ghana, you can claim asylum based on the fears that if you go back to your country, you'll be persecuted. So race. Mamensi Subium. So we are Ghana name, Ufi Ghana, Aba UK, Untimen Kase may claim asylum based on race. Because from Ghana to the UK, there is no race matter in Ghana. We are all of the same skin color. Untimen Kase, I am being persecuted because of my race in Ghana. It will not work. But so you are Ghana, maybe you are in the United Arab Emirates. That is where you are living. That is where you are working. That is where you reside. That is where your family is. And you are settled there. You become a national of that country. And you are still being persecuted in that country. I'm just using that country as an example. And you come to the UK and you feel that you can't go back there, then you are claiming asylum from in the UK because you can't go back to that country, not because you can't go back to Ghana. That is one. The second thing is religion. Religion. One religion fighting the other religion. Ghana is a very peaceful country, comparatively. And to want to mean Christians are fighting non-Christians. Christians are fighting traditional religious people, or Christians are fighting Muslims, or Muslims are fighting Hindus, or Hindus are fighting other religions in Ghana. It will not work. It is a Ghana now share religious sects now. We live peacefully with one another. Sometimes we go into a compound house. Obi a Christian, Obi a Muslim. They all live in the same house with peace. There is nobody fighting the other because of religion. But in the case, maybe there is a religious conflict in one region of Ghana, and not in other regions. So if to me feed that region now we do so you cannot claim because of the religious conflict in Inti, you claim asylum in the UK. Nyombe can say there's something called internal relocation. You can move from one region to another. So if there is religious conflict in maybe the south, you can move to the north. You cannot claim asylum in the UK based on religious conflict if you can move from one place to another in the same country. So that would not help us. So religion is another one. The second one here, nationality. Nationality, and so say we are a national of one country and you're living in another country and you are being persecuted. They are chasing you about, you are being killed, all blacks are being killed in that country because you don't belong to that country, not necessarily because of your race, but because you don't belong to that country, and things are just not working. So silence here, and also Uber do UK, you can claim asylum based on on that basis. Then the next big one here, not your political opinion. Political opinion. So the big ones are normally the religion, nationality. Political opinion is another big one. So because of your political orientation, in other words, you belong to party A and party B is in power. Now party B, they kill all the top men of party A, or they imprison all the top men in party A. So party A by power, they also go after all the big men in party B. That order. And you, what me actually say, you are a prominent person in party A or party B. And party B is now in power. And until usro say, what's now you will be persecuted. If that is the case, so what me do you care? And also what me acclaim asylum based on the fact that you are being persecuted because of your political opinion. And now, obitime, or not necessarily a politician, or not necessarily say belonging to one political party, but party be a the person can express their opinion. Wrong is wrong, right is right. It doesn't care whether it's party A or party B. Obisano, sometimes a party A or power not so expressing the viewer. Amuka say it belongs to party B. Say party B, but not expressing the opinion. Amuka say it belongs to party A. Such a person, because of the political opinion, and so they can be a target. And it is also between do UK her. Then of course, or bet me acclaim asylum based on the fact that or being or a target for persecution because of the political opinion. Then one other thing is that anything that puts you at risk because of your social, cultural, religious, or political situation in your country. Example, your gender or your sexual orientation or your gender identity. Now, Sawupa, this side of the world, now there are so many kinds of gender combinations. You were straight, you were gay, you were lesbians, you were we have no description for them. LGBT plus. Gender swing. Yes. A bit recent one I'm at say a swing. About me oba in an anopa we are no adani obema a swing. Yes. Where beside say where I am and say or teacher, Sunday fan or teacher, overdo a juma na or see an anopedia or your bar. No, I share Natalia as oba. A we have the Bia Society or so your bema. We're so addressing the or your bema. Now, because of this thing, you can't even know who is who or what is what at what time of the day. Salipan or Felisa or being persecuted in his country or her country. Nasa overdo UK. Or no, so bet me acclaim Asylum say, hey, it's me chrome hono. I'm people like us. And may say I'm being persecuted because of my race, etc. Because of my gender or sexual orientation. And say, me was that country now I'll be persecuted, I can be tortured, etc. etc. And now the best ones no, we know any the gay and the lesbians no. I see I me a gay and I'm a lesbian. Me your bema a man na me pe one. Me so me your ba a man na me pe one. I don't say me per se me chrome no. So we are yet me a persecute, yet me torture, yet me show, yet me boo, and I want to claim asylum in the UK. When I said recently, Ghana, yeah, in Parliament, there was a debate about this lesbians, this gay lesbian issues, as to whether Ghana would accept it or not. And clearly, I think the impression is that Ghana would not accept any such sexual orientations, these gay and lesbian issues. And don't say never pray ever UK within that time frame, no, almost a basis of claiming asylum, and then still some are pending. We don't know the outcome of some of those claims.
Within that short period now, Eba so say a engine to engine to be ready found about.
One touch. Yeah.
I'm life for danger and I said,
oh yes. Clement said their life is in danger because we are practicing gay and not practicing lesbians. And it was in the news at the time, and there were big people getting involved, and it was in the news. We call Ghana Web, we call other sources on the website that it was a big news. And if I claim asylum, say that is what will happen. So almost I call back to Chroma. They would be
wow. I'm appearance on my room. I'm UK fresh.
Yes, I'm about fresh, during that time now.
Wow.
I'm about fresh now. So the point is, so person claim asylum, you have to claim it as soon as you enter the UK. Because I will see who journey FBB home now, it's not UK for let's say 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and son I will claim asylum. And yet, you are really not afraid of going back. You are not afraid of, or you are not running away from something. So, your idea, Johnny, if you be ampar, as soon as you arrive, you claim asylum. And yes, we're trying for 1 year, 2 years, 3. The longer you wait, the less credible case na ebeye, because near wokana, and your idea, umbejetum. A idea. Journey unpack from something as soon as you arrive in the UK, you claim asylum. And nothing do UK during the time of the debate in Parliament about the gay lesbian. Quickly during that time, they sought advice and amuseke asylum because we are politicians, we are immigration officer. So we call online at that time. You will see clearly that there was debate going on at that time, and it was clearly, I think the UK ambassador to Ghana was also involved at a point, or there were big politicians who got involved in this sort of thing, and it was all over in the news. I noticed that we claim asylum, that is it. You have to. Now, we claim asylum documents be from a honor. I'll just give the bullet points and I'll take time and go into 1 or 2 other areas. So, claiming asylum, now you have to provide supporting documents. And before my call, and yes, sir, what do Ghana, UK? We'll see. And me person me claiming asylum because now me yes, me di ohene, and I said me could di ohene so I will do some ceremonies, maybe some rituals. So me a Christian, and don't see me person media identity, and don't see my journey about me person me seek asylum. Well, that can be a ground, but the question is it a strong ground that will give you the right to your asylum? So a honor it doesn't really work a lot. Obi Subaka said, oh lawyer, now me a trader. Me kobo obi ho busia, me bo busia 100 million and 200 million. And that shop no share and that economy nenti nyama enko yi mantimi ntia nipa no ne sika o si obekume enenti madwane ababroche because of enenti me person me claim asylum na wonya sika entia nipa no sika na ma wadan so wonya sika e dey atukwa ba abroche ene dey it creates questions as to how you were able to raise money to come here rather than getting money to pay nipa no and no any grounds for claiming asylum we baka so sika dey ba abroche dey so asenia obviously it could be, but that is not a good grounds a good ground with me so they are claiming for asylum. So and I'm say it has to be race, it has to be religious orientation, political opinion, sexual orientation, gender, etc., etc. So then of course you can base your arguments on claiming asylum. Now, there are other ways I would make claim asylum, what may afasu ediatna UK rather than asylum. I don't say asylum is a very, very, very tough route. Now I'm saying when you say what is na UK episode the asylum seekers echo back to Rwanda. Now the question is say idea almost percent na an asylum seekers bet na UK and ka almost kasa ediomu echo Rwanda. I don't see Sauba Abaseki asylum. Not to them is not credible. One share not over that Uber plane, not Ediwako Rwanda. A Rwanda Yanka Epesa qua, a Wefa plane figure and Ediako Rwanda. And you say if I play there, but you can't send Ediako Rwanda. So we have to be careful about that. So claiming asylum, as soon as we do UK, what claiming asylum, you need to provide all the supporting documents. You have to register your asylum claim. Who register asylum claim now? You will be your friend screening. You will be screened. Actually, say I'm near Wokano a year. If it is credible, if it is credible, you will be screened. Now the screening, no, it means you will be, they'll ask you some questions, and then they'll check whether what you are saying is more or less admissible, etc., etc. You review your case, decide whether it can be considered in the UK. Now, if it will be considered in the UK, then that is where the next thing is they will send you a preliminary questionnaire. Questionnaire will be filled with full details, your name, date of birth, place of birth, your parents' names, where you have lived, all of that. In other words, they are taking your full information, the address, and also the deadline where you have to return this document to the Home Office. Now, when you do all of that, they would consider whether your asylum can be claimed in the UK. Now, they will also consider the route you traveled before reaching the UK. Now, you may be sent back to the safe country. In other words, what Ghana na Aba, if Ghana, Libya, from Libya, other places, France, and now Italy, from Italy, and some UK. Now, do UK, that's a claiming asylum. They want to send you back to the safest country, the next safe country you traveled to before coming to the UK. So they may return you to France, or they may return you to Italy, or to which other country you traveled to, which they think is safe, that you could have claimed asylum there before you came to the UK. So that is what it is. Now, if you could have claimed asylum through another country before coming to the UK, and then America said they will send you back to that country to claim asylum there. So that is also very, very important. So that is the screening. The screening takes a few informations as to whether your asylum can be processed in the UK or not. If not, then they will then schedule with your friend of the interview, the asylum interview for you. Now, the interview will usually be, you'll be interviewed alone without any family member. You'll be interviewed alone, no family member. And you will be asked a lot of questions. How you were persecuted in your country. Why you are afraid to go back. And DNH said, first of all, we are a victim or you are a person who will be persecuted. How? A honor evidence. Ebeba. The only evidence I would say, you are a person of interest of being persecuted in your country, na ucha ntra, you can be imprisoned for 2 years in the UK. You can be imprisoned for 2 years in the UK. That is, if you give false information, you can be in prison. If it's clearly found that you've lied, you haven't told the truth, you can be imprisoned in the UK for 2 years if it clearly comes to light that you are not credible. So, I mean, Sisu Ewohobium, how you were persecuted in your country. And to say, you are a practicing gay or lesbian in your country, you have to show evidence of, first of all, being persecuted or how you are persecuted. Story be a has to do with Obia or sit now or you're gay in the secondary school. Now, so somehow, or worry, and or just to conceal the fact that or you're gay. Now, so as time went on, he somehow got attracted to other men in the neighborhood who also happened to have that sexual attraction, and they started practicing. Again, they started being actively gay. Now, what happened was other boys in the area got to know, say, Sa Papa way or you're gay, and they were opposed to the idea. And he, on not one occasion, Amo Echino, Anna Amo Bono, Amo Bono, Amo Ma, Amo Konifie, Echo Money Home said, Ama Nirina Home said, Ukuno or you're gay. And then say, Amo Home said, or yes, I'll be one, they will kill him. And to Ojani, if it's our chronomo, up to the point say overdoing crime. Obi etmi buano overdo UK. And that was his claim that he was gay. And to our evidence. Now, the evidence, the only evidence or no one is said near Amobo no. But one call police, one call report it, and until he didn't have any formal documentation from the police or the authorities to show said this person was a practicing gay and his life was in danger. So that was one. His case didn't succeed because he didn't have the evidence. The other person, also seeking for asylum based on his sexual orientation was Onono Oko, the police station. Haven't gone through being beaten. He went to the police, he reported. But on any case, they said, because the police are also opposed to such a practice, they didn't really protect him. They didn't really offer him any protection. And also, Otime Bomoding, Eddie Krata Fufrobi, Eddie to Kwai Ebabruchi. Onono Diano was successful because of the facts that our evidence from the police, etc., are already account. Unfortunately, with Ghana, no, want to make sometimes distance in the newspapers. Yes, it will be a gay, and now will be a lesbian. Yabono. You publish it in the newspaper, or there's pictures or photos on it in the newspaper that you don't normally get. But people who are able to obtain this are able to use it to support their claim for asylum in the UK. Now, what documents do you have to use to claim the asylum? Now, there are quite a few documents. You need your passport. Obitimika said, many passport because obedient na made two kwan ebedu UK. And until me ankasa media many be. Because in media two kwan because the authorities know that I'm practicing gay, they could prevent me from traveling. And until obedient na obi edima me and the the agents no edi ayama me be do UK and until me many passports. So here you need to obtain a travel document from your relevant authorities to use to support your application. Travel document. Now, identification document, example, your Ghana card, your birth and your marriage certificates and school records. So we need passport in Pua. Your card, your national identity card, your birth certificate, your marriage certificate, or your school records, which show the country from which you are from. So you can use that as evidence of your as proof of a documentation of your national ID to claim the asylum. Now, anything you think would help your application, Now, me won obia, me who obia onono na a lot of scar on his body. Cigarette wounds on the body, and maybe cry the sikan and I traho. And then now was evidence or photographic evidence of all the torture he had already undergone in his country. Based on Enono, it was so evident that, of course, this person was a victim of torture. And he claims that whilst he was even in custody of the authorities, in other words, the police, they rather did more harm to him rather than the public. And until he didn't even feel safe. He felt he wasn't safe in the open with the public, and he wasn't safe with the police as well. And until based on that, he claimed asylum, and it was also successful. Now, you may also be able to provide some additional documents. So, what to make a bank account, if you're with me, be a bank account, you can use that also as evidence of your residence. You need to provide addition, show your full name and address. This is bank statement, housing benefit book, council tax notice, tenancy agreement, household bills. So, wouldn't be, of course. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You can only use what you have. So uni enubia, you can obviously not use tenancy agreement. Obi baka se na mi ananse na maba many bibia I just miti chronomo. How am I able to use or provide bank statement? It is not a mandatory document. So will be a use it. You don't have to worry. If you need to claim asylum, you can claim asylum. So only obi enete and I be wo for bi ho na waba lodge and I will brother people and our dam for bi ho and waba lodge. Of course, they can also help by adding supporting documents to show that you are lodging with them and this was your condition. Obetimiaji statement from friends and family who know that you are truly a practicing, or this is their condition, not necessarily your sexuality, but this was a condition that you are running away from. So you can use that also to support the application. I was in court at one time. Now, it wasn't my case, but whilst I was waiting for my case to be heard, there was another gentleman. No, the case had to do with this asylum claim. Now, there were more than 20 people aba supported the gentleman to claim asylum because almost they are all in a group. It's a group of gay people. In other words, they are all practicing gay. They are gay, and until because one of their people is going to be removed from the UK, a lot of them, over 20 of them, over 20 or so, were in court to support that single person. In fact, the courtroom was full to the extent that there were some sitting on the floor in the courtroom just to support their fellow asylum seeker who was gay. Now, with this, the evidence was so overwhelming to the extent that the judge talked to a few of them who provided their witness statements and the supporting evidence, the functions they have attended together as gay people, etc., etc. And the judge made his decision. He didn't, of course, make his decision right there in court, but he made it clear that based on the number of people who had come to court to support him, in addition to the documentary evidence, not only their supporting pictures, etc., etc., he is persuaded. That is what he said. I am persuaded to come to a conclusion. Now, I strongly believe, sir, that person was going to get the leave granted based on his claim as an asylum seeker. So that is what it is. It's a very lengthy system. You go through the screening, you go through the interview. The interview, they will screen you, they will ask questions. Now, if at this point they see that Niawo Kano Enye Ampa, they would make a decision. The decision will be to the effect that they don't believe you. And the decision is usually within 6 months. It may take longer if it is complicated. So, case near complicated, the decision on your asylum claim may be complicated. So your supporting documents needs to be verified. Won't mean any kind of document at all, and yet claim they would verify to see or to be sure send your kind of if it is a fake document, and Amaka said, if they find out that you are not telling the truth, the documents are with your ban a faker, it can go against you. You can be imprisoned if you claim asylum based on falsities. In other words, based on false claim. It is not true, and you are just deceiving them. Now, if it is also possible for you to attend more interviews, maybe not just once, after the first one, they want to meet you again to ask more questions, to clarify and be sure, say, they want to make more inquiries, they want to check more things. And now they're going to check the documents that we have, and they have follow-up questions. They would call you for another interview. And also we are, and they still need to interview again, they will keep calling you for more interview until they come to the conclusion, say, it is true. Then they will be able to make a decision. Now, your personal circumstances needs to be checked. They will check your personal circumstances as well. Example, because you have a criminal conviction or you are currently being persecuted, they will check to be sure that you don't have a criminal conviction or a corona which is declaring asylum. It is not because you are a criminal or you were being tortured for being a criminal, not because of the race, religion, sexual orientation, your religious persecution or your religious orientation or your political opinion, but based on the fact that you are a criminal and you were punished for being a criminal, not because you were running away from your country based on one of these things I have mentioned. So yes, it is possible to claim asylum, but it is not very easy. So yeah, they may give you 2 years or 3 years, and after that they will give you another 2 or 3 years, depending on what they give you first. After 5 years, you can get your indefinite leave to remain in the UK. You can get your indefinite leave after 5 years to stay in the UK. Now, because it is such a short time leading to your indefinite, that is why they have to screen you and be certain that you cannot possible. Because a B stay in the UK. Some are waiting for 20 years to get their stay. Some are waiting for 10 years to get their stay. So, one say after 5 years, they want to be sure that you cannot So, broadly, these are the basis on which one can claim asylum, but it takes or it needs a lot more. Niama Kennedy is just the bullet points. You really need to prove and prove passing your work. And the sample, the eligibility subium, just generally, webo eligibility subium. And yes, I would you be I don't think I will join about UK, about secure asylum. No, but your race. I am black, they are white. I'm being persecuted in that country. That is why I escaped and came to the UK, and I want to seek asylum. 2, religion. I am a Christian. They are non-Christians. Christians are being persecuted in that country or in my country. I don't know where journey about UK to seek asylum. You will be persecuted or you may be killed. The next one is your nationality. You are of this nationality and you are in another country and you are being persecuted because of your nationality. I don't say you fear to go back to that country where probably you are also resident. Your political opinion. You are party A, they are party B. Party B is in power, and therefore party A people are being in prison or being persecuted or being killed. That is why Ujaniba, UK, you want to seek asylum to stay in the UK because you fear your life will be in danger. Anything else that puts you at risk because of your social life, your cultural practices, and don't say culture no people say because culturally you are supposed to take the throne and now you are supposed to become the chief of the village. Also see David because me a Christian, me person abuadia and I'm any rituals and I'm some things and things based on that is where you think because of the culture you cannot live in that country. Religious or political situation in your country, I've mentioned that already. Example, your gender. You are gay, you are lesbian, your identity, sexual identity, identification or orientation. Today you are a woman, tomorrow you are a man, and now in the morning you are a man, in the afternoon you are a woman, in the evening you are a man. You keep swinging. That is your swinging sexual orientation. Because of all of this, you are at risk of your life is at risk, or you are being persecuted. Nti say, who fall within any of this, and you come to the UK, and no, me claiming for asylum, but you have to have the evidence. The evidence. So we'll see you are being tortured or you've been tortured. Where is the proof? Newspaper evidence, news items on the YouTube, on the internet, in Google. Where is the evidence? Do you have family, friends who can attest to the fact that this is who you are, and this is who you claim to be, or this is who you claim to be, and you actually being persecuted because of this? If you have all the evidence, then you can claim asylum. So when claiming asylum now, then there may be other routes you can pass on to settle in the UK. But bear in mind, sir, the UK wants to remove people from the UK to Rwanda to go and process their asylum claim before they bring them back to the UK. So whilst you want to claim asylum, think about that. If you'll be accepted in the UK, your claim will be accepted in the UK, or you'll be taken back to Rwanda before you make your submission to claim asylum or not.
Nice one. Lawyer, yeah, that's a pa na de mejaw ma we flow obia beti ase o ma mo hwe nyina de we flow wa cheche mu nyina na wankasa no fila ben na o de be my mienu na ba ko fila ben na be fa
na
to we I say go gay lesbian ni say o ma tia bre it is here format ni ye den back format ni ye den.
Of course, well, and yes, near efa, but near nukre and nukre. Yes, and near what evidence? So what claim is now? Of course, the gay and the lesbian, you know, it's true, it's real, and people really go through that. And to say, some be na uya. Not who evidence says sana we why but do UK? Why join you amukwoni bi? And also bia who evidence amuko for party wako bi. Amuko for revenue who be. Evidence pictures for hot also cry to an be just in the group of your people. Bet me support you says sana tia and idiot who grounds are wet me claiming. And no, nobody can take that fact away from you. So the sexual orientation is always there. It's always there. But the question is, what is your supporting evidence? Besides that, what is or how long have you lived in the UK before you want to claim the asylum? And no, dear, nobody can take it away. And now I say Krano will be claiming asylum based on the sexual orientation. It is there. But near our family, near family, the American, near family say me or a person me or henny, manama cotton will be a dear.
Okay, lawyer call off for Baba coming in by interesting. Now, my fellas ring in a muntie, very educative program. So, my catcher will say, okay, lawyer, I go back here, lawyer.
Yo, Makoto be a dear, Makobo, we hope you see, and when we see your tired, and I shop now shit, and don't see a per se, and I'm a please don't waste your time. And no, it doesn't go anywhere because evidence anymore. But so we are truly to send the Americano evidence for how to show say you are and a political opinion and also many any idea effort because there are some countries. Ghana is listed as a safe country or as a peaceful country. Home Office will list of countries that are safe. So if it's our country, now we're claiming asylum, especially for men. They won't even mind you. And remember, Ufi, Ghana, now Uba have a claim for asylum, you are not likely to get it because Ghana has been listed as one of the safe countries. Safe countries. Yes, Ghana is listed as a safe country. Into Ghana, now Bible claiming asylum in the UK. The percentage is very, very tiny. Very, very tiny. But when I'm say BBC, Tisenia, in Parliament, there was this debate about the gay lesbian. And during that time, no, not I know the very topical issue. Then
hey, na ni dia usa man for bom sa. No mo di gum sa.
and then I just a flow at that time.
Hey, in Sangwa town. Anyway, I am trying to pick some of the questions. Many one or two questions be. Mumbisa the questions na. Enter the baby and then mama will flow pa anti. Yanko screen is soon check it. Enter we.
Or say, Mr. Amwa, please, lawyer. So, do you have to wait for your visit visa to expire before claiming for asylum, or you can go with your unexpired visit visa as soon as you arrive in the UK? Men trying my visa the angle because the whole point of the asylum is in other words, you want protection. Now, why do you wait for 6 months before you go and seek for protection? I notice that if you are truly seeking asylum and you have the evidence to show, as soon as you enter, I would say immediately you enter, seek the asylum. Men trying visa no emu ansana was seeking asylum. That shows that you are truly running away from something or you fear persecution if you go back. Don't wait for your visa to expire before you go seeking asylum. But also remember that it is not just seeking asylum. You need the supporting evidence. So we need evidence. Please do not go there because minimum after claiming all the asylum, I'm successful. No, I'm detaining no, and I'm going to call back to his country. You have to be sure that the evidence you have is strong. The next one is that if you pass through asylum process successfully, how many years will they give you? Now, the asylum, the length of the residence is 5 years. So quite often, on the mount, 2 years, we will not go for another 3 years. And now they'll give you 3 years. After that, they'll go for another 2 years. Now, I hear a total of 5 years. So 5 years, then you're super, you may be eligible for indefinite leave to remain in the UK. Now, Nipa Bebre from saying Zimbabwe some years ago. Now, what happened was they gave them, I think, 2 years or 3 years to assess whether the situation in that country will improve. Now, if the situation improves and they think it is safe for you to go back, then they ask you to go back. But if the situation doesn't improve, then they give you the additional top-up years. Over to me. After that, you'll be able to get your stay in the UK. So that is it. It says, yes, if you pass through asylum process successfully, how many years will they give you? That is, like I've said, either 2 years or 3 years, but you need a total of 5 years to settle in the UK. So that is that. Kwame Kusi, Mr. Kusi, I have been in the UK since 2003. I want to make 20 years long stay. What date can I make application? Do I qualify from 1st January 2003? Now, if you've been in the UK since 17th of December 2003, from the 18th of December 2023, 18th of December 2023, you will be eligible for to apply as a person who has lived in the UK for 20 years. So it has to be exactly 1 day after your 20 years. And so you try 20 years, no. Crane, which one in there? Echna, me I application for your 20 years. So if you got there on the 17th of December 2003, you have to wait until the 18th of December 2023 with a no. Me I claim it for your asylum. Sorry, not asylum. You can apply for your 20-year long residence. Now, with the 20-year long residence, it's an area that we've got a lot of successful decisions. More than I can tell you, we've done more than 100 of those applications. More than 100. DJ, you'll be surprised at Hello. Yes, thank you. You were surprised at almost in UK for over 20 years. So many of them. Michelle Bia is living in the UK for 32 years. Not only krata. 32 years. Only krata.
More than serious.
Yes, but also not or say why applications be that to the point say now it came to a point now he had given up because I'm catching saying yeah now and then based on and no decided not to apply anymore. But thankfully over shy and we're able to sort him out. So 20 years, if you're 20 years today, we can do the application for you tomorrow. You get your stay after 24 hours if you have all the supporting documents to be in the UK. Mr. Osei Kofi, Osei, can you go to a neighboring country like Europe on a visit visa? Of course, you can go to another country like Europe on a visit visa, provided you have the visa for that country. Provided you have a visa for that country. And let me say, what about UK with a visit visa? Now, upeso called France, and now upeso called Italy, Germany, any of those countries. Now, remember the UK has left the EU now, and therefore you would need a visa to go to that country to visit. And to say, another country, you want a visit visa to the UK, you need a visa for that country as well. Once you for UK visit visa, no, and find two coin and call the other neighboring country, you need a visa for that country as well. Now, open to Ebisami on another platform, say, or the visit visa never UK or also America or what to me, I application from the UK and yes, usually not the case, but yes, minimum yeah, man, whilst I'll buy UK on a visit visa. Whilst there, the application and on 5 years US visa or the coin or Samba UK and San Sanko Ghana. So it is possible depending on Obiane circumstances. It is possible. Yeah.
Okay, nice one. Yeah, interesting. Next question, Wayne. So, obviously,
Kwame Kusi, on it, I've answered that one 20 years.
Okay. How can you stay in the?
How can you stay in a? Okay, in other words, Emsa, the question is not complete, but Emsa, he wants to say, how can you stay in the UK on a visit visa? If you have a visit visa, how can you stay in the UK? Remember, sir, with your visit visa, we'll see you are coming to visit and then go back. So you are not coming to stay. You only came to visit. You only came to visit. So you are expected to go back. But one person will call back after your visit, or during your visit, you have made up your mind that you don't want to go back. Then there are other options that you have to consider. I think we've treated that before, but I'll just give a few points. There are a wide range of options that you can, based on legitimately or in accordance with the rules, to stay in the UK. One, say, what's now UK for 20 years, sir? You can apply to stay in the UK under Appendix PL, private line, which means sits now in the UK. That is 20 years. Or, say, whilst you're in the UK, say, Uwaria, Ubia Wawarena no, say, Nipani Waba, which means Nibanisu, and not be under Appendix FM section LTRPT. And no, wait now, so Appendix FM section LTRP. And no, leave to remain as a partner because Obano Ewopa. And see, you can base on that. So if you're in the UK with a visit visa and your visa has expired, you want to stay in the UK, you can base your application on Appendix FM section leave to remain as a partner. That is possible. And now, so in the UK, assuming say we and now Ukuno ewo UK or Waba Mubani British, one who Ghana, you don't want to go back, Wabano, you want to stay. And also based on that, and now Waba, when you are Umari and but Uba British, Uba British, and you want to stay because Ubania British and you can also stay in the UK based on Ubana or you're a British citizen and you are involved in the child's life, and that application will be made under Appendix FM, Section LTRPT, Section Leave to Remain as a Parent, with reference to Section 55 of the Border Citizenship and Immigration Act 2009. We make reference to that. And also make reference to GEN 3.2. Actually said there are obstacles or there are insurmountable obstacles or there are grounds or basis which a refusal will be unjustifiably harsh for the child. And of course, you make reference to your section or Article 8 human rights claims. Name now a basis on which you can make your application to stay in the UK on the fact that waba as a visitor, person will call, visa who about UK, you can make application based on that. So these are just a few points or few grounds with me to claim, stay, or to remain in the UK. Now, DJ, whilst here Kasano, the person for TVB kitty which is becoming of a concern to me. Now, not once, not twice, but on a few occasions. Oba wabadu UK. Whilst I wabadu here na no onyem answer na oba. Na obadu here after 6 months, wawo na ose ni ba no papa a British citizen. And then see papa no akwaji British passport ama abofra no. The question is, papa no na our
amount of reference lawyer, me sure. Intina oko of sano. Osha SBTV Africa, mene lawyer wisdom akawo questions via enche bebe we wakasa and we educate mu fine every Fridays via mene no 5:30 to 7. Ti wo questions via obesa obisa na fabra na mene ne be ende enche sisi anti obetimi asend voice note wo question via obetimi dia ba question your voice note question quick one. Me bomb we tie no where you are no open so type you are say subscribe to your channel no lawyer Chiaso
me down say nti what about 6 months you have a baby we say about papa you British why you British passport amano the question na case workers ni be saying say 9 months ago na unyeme ya no na papa no o Ghana ana o si baby only Ghana nya we ya dan na unyemo ye ansa na ubaba in the UK after 6 months. One said there's a question mark there. Because pregnancy was 9 months. Once we about 6 months, wow, we say our friend Papa British. Papa was not only Ghana at the time. We see one you now I could create all sorts of complications. And see, yes, Ramo, here not certain aspects very well. On by manus who however do Chrome, however do UK. After 7 months, Mammy, we say our friend over, we didn't done so. Wakwaji British passport, usu the application. In Toma Bisas, and I will buy 7 months ago. Tamben now Yensa or Bano, wow, 9 months. And also a question. And Tiana, so never bino, Ayana, we should be quite careful how to go about this. Ayana, it creates the impression set Niawokano and Yampa, not ama, it affects other people's application. Yes, Remo, this is just to educate my people. Say there are some things you have to make sure it is in proper line before you submit the application. So within unqualified friend birth certificate no so because on your ban, which shouldn't be the case. So we worry about them poor. We bet me and sit now all the same. You don't have to place your name on the birth certificate if the child is not your child. And the honey the American said, yes, Ramon, let's watch that space.
Nice one, lawyer. I think say me am say omo for question number obiati ase. Chana me hu so be nti ase and got the questions beba. So I didn't do obiati ase I think say no rather than say musu be bisa question bia to say na mfa de ye ka no ho. Enti wo de ye de beba wi because me hu say mo questions na ma we okay with the akanyina but bet me contact lawyer any details na screen so no obetimi contact no later say ohia na say bibisa lawyer I think say we there questions no and I think so be okay. Maybe
Yes.
be okay. Why smart? We better as lawyer wisdom account. Who will be a person carry?
Yo, me didn't say next week and so say my topic na my share. Say una you are more exposed into my topic na then.
Okay, Timu mo share no. More topics be and more be mo be say me anga say me topic man but who be a o be say go there WhatsApp me.
Because when it top man into with you.
Okay. Now me and the next topic but who be a person who can
Yo, near me person me the church when they say yes. So person who claim asylum it is possible, but a year na asylum route no na a very very tough. There are other ways ubeteme edianya wasit na ewo mra kwan so. Enya asylum because asylum it exposes you to a whole lot of questioning and screening and interviews. At the end of the day, if they are not persuaded, one shall not accost case. Now, obisa or ye gay or chinanko asylum na successful. No akako worry no awuba. Now, Home Office for website say now why will see we gay in your last application you found on Eban is saying that you know wako worry wawuba. So how can you combine these two things? Of course, some people are both bisexual. They can be gay or they can be straight, whichever way. And yes, the root is there.
Show way fast and sign away from Facebook.
Okay, how much do you need to have stay in the UK for 3 months? I think he's asking about visit visa for 3 months. Well, in that.
Okay, I think say more free lawyer more free lawyer anything on the phone no off sir no more free. But all the same more questions in the buy no obaba back me the one no working kind. So share your Facebook tanya your Facebook YouTube near dey be abane anyway dey be no YouTube 5:30 I say it will join here subscribe to your channel on YouTube SBTV Africa. Me unsa na wusum nyina on Facebook ya active on YouTube every Fridays we are 5:30 to 7 or join here but and I'm connected to Facebook now. Yenye we lawyer now answer to me unsa go for disturb no course one.
Because of device now I'm using it, but never mind. Now,
okay,
yes, there is no fixed amount for visit visa applications. No fixed amount for visit visa applications. I don't say, but near me can say the more the better. The more money you have, the better your chances. But it is also not just the amount. It is about the proof or the persuasion that you will go back to your country. Example, sir, Obiwo 100 million Ghana cedis in his account. Onye Juma, only family life, only school. Sani pano. I'm on visa now. I'm on himself about on Sanko. So they want to be sure. So Uba was Sanko. What connects you back to your country? So an hour, 10,000 Ghana cedis in your account. You're converting into pounds. It's about maybe how much? 800 and something. How much is your plane fare? How much are you coming to spend on food? How much are you going to spend on shopping? Do you say it is not a lot of money. So the more money you have in such a case, the better your chances of getting your visa. And of course, so when you're Juma, I would advise that when you're Juma, it gives you a better chance. So when you school, and as always school, it gives you a better chance of getting a visa. So there is no fixed amount, but it's not just the amount. There are other factors that they use to determine whether it's a uba call. And
I don't know who say and go for the different questions, but yeah. We know you treated the da. Maybe all so I knew I feel the near bomb. Yeah, so.
Can you get a work visa permit on a visit visa? The answer is no. No. Because so you cannot get a work permit on a visit visa. So
we can see a treaty.
Yeah, treaty way na and if you waba who employer be or send any you home now what's I call Now I'm on COS, certificate of sponsorship. Now your application there, wait me back with a work visa, but not whilst you're in the UK with a visit visa. And no, you cannot get a work permit. Nana Wusu, I say, please ask him for me. How can my brother get me a visit visa to the UK? How is there but don't know how to do it? Okay, he's there. In other words, he is there but doesn't know how to do it. Well, your brother cannot get you a visit visa. You have to apply for the visit visa. Now, it needs to prove, you need two things. It needs evidence to support it. And I have always said, we treated this as a topic. We need proof. We have the pull factors and then we have the push factors. The pull factors here, what would make you remain? And the push factors are what will make you go back. In other words, say, oh brother, bet me actually say, or food, or enough funds, or evidence, ni on an account, okay, or yet, or in the pay slips, or in the bank statements, and all the supporting evidence, which is or tenancy agreement, that is not a problem. That is not a problem at all. But what shows say uba sign ako? Ejuma be na we family be na we or how popular are you like DJ Nyame? You know, these are the things you have to. So,
let me
so they want to be sure say Uba side. We are top man. You have no idea. So we are connected to your society, to your area, to your country. Maybe we are suffer, and now you have something prominent you are doing, and because of that, they know you will go back. Then you have a good chance. But with brother now, what happened there? He cannot get you a visa. He can just support you with his evidence, but he cannot get you a visa. You have to prove so bad. If that happens, then of course you have a very good chance. A boy, David. Okay, let me just say, if you refuse a visa, how many days can you try again? If you refuse a visa, you can try if there is a change in your circumstance. Let me say it again. If you are refused a visa and there's a change in your circumstance, you can apply again. Now, if you apply on the old circumstance, you will get the same result. It's like doing the same thing and expecting to get different results. You won't get it. It will be the same results. And it is still the same job. Sika it is still the same amount. Baby the same amount, the same circumstance. Now it will be refused. But assuming now we are student, we have first application, you refuse. After a few months, we will school. 1 year Juma with Bank of Ghana, you have been put in a very sweet position. The money they pay you is so good. The position you've gotten is excellent. Sir, change of circumstance now. And now you have now moved from one employment to another, and there's a huge change in your job title, etc., etc. Because of the change of circumstance, you are able to apply again. With that, you have a good chance of getting your visa to come to the UK. If the circumstance is the same and you apply, the result will be the same. If there's a change of circumstance, then you stand the chance of getting a different outcome. Not how long, but how much has changed within the time period. Next question, can you apply a visa in a nearby country due to long queue in your country? Example, French-speaking country, and how would be done, and interview be done in English or French? Well, so your application now, on beside say, in a question now, Okasan say, or beside say, if you're Ghana, there's a long queue of applications in Ghana, and can you apply in another country? Possibly, but so your application, on beside say, what is your country of nationality? Normal business say, have you identified the place where you'll be going for your biometrics? I don't see the So I don't know what it says as to whether you can apply in another country. But if it was possible, then you can do that. But that depends on the application form. Will you be interviewed in English or in French? Your application, I'm say, what languages do you speak? Integrate media tour, English, French, German, Portuguese, etc. If you want to be interviewed in English, you have to state it's English. Although you are going to do the fingerprint or the biometrics in another country, if you select English, you'll be interviewed in English, not in French. If you select French, you'll be interviewed in French, not in English. So the language you prefer to be interviewed in, that is the one they would interview you in. Nana Wusu again says, do I have to go to the UK embassy before I can apply for a visa or online? Now you don't go to the embassy. Everything is online. When you finish everything online, then you would go to the appointment center. In Ghana, you go to the Movenpick Hotel, a Honam office, you do not go to the embassy. They have removed everything from the embassy now to the application centers. So go online, complete the application form, submit it, pay, book appointment, go to the application submission center, the visa application center, VAC center at Movenpick Hotel, provide your biometrics or your fingerprints, and then you go back. When a decision is ready, they will email you, you go for your passport. So that is how to go about it. DJ, but I know asylum people are sent to different country in UK, or it has changed. Well, Enona Mikaya said the UK wants to take people back to Rwanda to process them before bringing them back to the UK. They haven't been able to send anybody yet because the matter went to court, and the court said at one point the human rights basis, the European Court of Justice stopped them, so they haven't taken anybody out to Rwanda yet. Case no that's our court. I believe either a few days to come or very soon we'll get a decision. So court no say ampa yemfa munkwa, and it America say asylum is not a safe place in the UK at all, because Uber secure asylum call back to Rwanda. So person call Rwanda, Jivisa or Ghana, they call Rwanda. And yet you can and son of Rwanda. So please, that is where we are. Please, 20 years long stay. Will they give me indefinite leave to remain? Kwame Kusi, no, sir. You have more 2.5 years. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Total of 10 years on top of the 20 years. Now I get 30 years. And son of indefinite leave to remain. And to say 1 year to say me, say, what would do UK have and what the ABA where the 50 years to say me, who person na UK for 20 years, who the 20 and 50 now, who I saying, now 70, now I'm out 2.5, now 72.5, now another 2.5, now 75, now another 2.5. Now 77.5. Yeah, more another 2.5. Now you're 80 years. And son, now when you're indefinite. 80 years before you get to indefinite. By then you have expired. Not just say you are going back to your country. And one thing I may say, if you can't stay for 20 years, there are other ways the law allows, genuinely, in accordance with the law. No cutting of corners, but the law legally, by the rules, I would do it not UK. Minimum beer.
Kofi say, answer a question, yeah, answer the down. Lawyer, question the crown or say Kofi beside, and I'm so answer the down, but what's up, say? Yeah, picking a question. Question you so, and I went to.
Me patro, there any question no.
Okay, until we.
I'll say I'm talking about after gaining the 6 months, how do you stay genuinely if you want to stay? Well, I think I answered it in another aspect, in another way. But So when you're 6 months, no, you're about 6 months visit visa, waba. Upesa utnem, umpesa ubekwa. As I said, we're trying more 6 months now. Ewie ansana ubetmia switch it into another category. Whilst 6 months no valid no, you cannot switch to any other category because you will be regarded as a visitor. A visitor means you will go back. So 6 months ni wie na se utna upesa utna mwa. Ano na meka say emra say so wo ba ubani British and ubana the 7 years. Ubetmi switch to ubana dia no so. Anawa ware we yiri ewo aba na iri oba whoever you have a step further, I don't so with me in so nowadays a year. And now there's a serious medical condition. Arabia are very serious. I don't see Uksan Kobaka, very likely you will die and you need to be in the UK to receive treatment. So Sanetia with me in so and so at the application. But while the 6 months is still valid, you cannot switch into any other category. You have to wait until after the 6 months.
All right, you better man somebody joining SBTV Africa. Your time as soon. I'm sure Facebook. I think some in time fan about Facebook. By this time, it about Facebook. Open so catch you pa YouTube SBTV Africa. I not best subscribing and join every Fridays. Biano. The lawyer about me. Also, I feel I'm for the questions. Say, Bani idea. The lawyer need to say go or na contact no. The details near time as soon 7 about. Lawyer, madam is over passing through SBTV Africa. So I feel I'm some of the questions say by last minute. Ghana for the day behind the China, no. Yeah, now see the we have been now, but about Russia. Next time, brand time Fridays. So we send the question live from 5:30 every Fridays. We are meneno YouTube. It is subscribe to your channels. I feel we near about SBTV Africa. So YouTube are subscribing for questions, bra. Videos on the door so pa. We are next video or I load the videos on the door so pa. Subscribing that channel on 500K. You can say the agenda. At the end of 2022, you do 500K. It's most supporting the voice of the community. If I'm DJ now, Madam Production Team as DJ Click. Sharon and Atina. Lawyer, may I say all the best. Why? Madam Production Team as Ushamu Kuma Kase Tour. No, just 222. My numbers the whole screen is 0244 790 and 0240 677 898. I do to be sending me. What's up? So, Bami show so and no, no. Tour, Macramon. All the best. Why? Madam, I say, me call